What is your protocol for sauna and ice bath?
I usually do like 15 minutes in the sauna, like hovering. It'll vary depending on what the temperature is outside, but like usually like 190, 200 degrees. I'll try to squeak out 15 minutes.
Are you doing it in one of those barrel outside saunas?
Yeah.
Do you like that?
I love that thing. It's like one of the best purchases.
Saunas are awesome, aren't they?
I'll never go back to not having a sauna.
Daniel Cormier uses he uses a sauna outside. He's got a barrel sauna outside in his backyard, and he uses it at night when it's dark out.
Yeah, me too.
And he says it's so creepy because you just got this one little window that you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, it's a super thin door.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's listed as like a 4-person, but it's like,
come on.
If you're in there with one other person, you better be comfortable with that person.
Right.
Because like you're close. But I mean, it gets...
Yeah, there's DC sauna.
Yeah, so mine's
he says it gets dark out there, and he goes. His wife shut off the light on the porch. He has to open the door. What the fuck are you doing? Turn that light back on.
So mine's identical to that, but it's even shorter. So it's like 6 feet. That looks like an 8-foot one.
Those are so awesome, though. I can't recommend saunas enough.
Yeah,
I have one inside the house,
and then right next to it, I have just a deep freeze in like one of those like plastic garden sheds.
Yeah.
And just deep freeze, and I just ran caulking around all the seams, filled it up with water, put a thermostat in there so it like an auto.
So would you keep it at like 33 or 34 or something like that?
No, I found when I was putting it down that low, like it would ice over, and it was just like working the engine a lot. So it was working the compressor. So I think I keep it like 38. So I think it cuts off at 37. It'll kick on at like 41 or something. It's fucking cold.
And how long are you doing that?
Depending on like what my training looks like. But usually between 3 and 5 minutes. And I'll go back and forth between the sauna and ice bath like 3 times.
In the middle of the winter, it was 35 degrees out, and I would just get in my pool because my pool doesn't have a heater. And I fucked up once, and I got in there for too long. I was in there for more like 7 minutes, somewhere around there, and I had a hard time getting out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit, this is a problem. Like, my legs weren't working.
I had a friend over training, and, like, we were going back and forth, and, like, she comes in, and, like, her lips are blue, and I was like, were you in the ice bath this whole time? She's like, yeah, like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, my God, no. Don't do that.
You could die.
No. I'm like, your lips are blue, and she was going all the way in.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so, like, if I'm in the middle of a training week, I'll do... I'll always end on hot. Like, so I'll do the ice bath and finish on the hot. If I'm going into a rest day, I just like full-fledged, like right up to the neck, end on cold. I feel amazing, but I'm always afraid that like my muscles are tense. So I'll end on cold if I'm going into a rest day.
So you're worried that like climbing out, you could pull something or something?
I mean, just like if the next day I'm going into training,
right?
Like if things are still tight, like I want to have some time to like loosen back up before I get into another training session. So do you do like
15-3, 15-3 back and forth? Yeah. How many times do you do
it? Usually 2 or 3. Like if I'm doing like 3 sauna sits, I'll do like, I mean, once you're coming out of the ice bath, it's amazing because you can have that sauna up at 200 plus, and you don't feel shit. You're just getting like the nice tinglies from all the blood starting to flow again. But yeah, I'll usually do minimum 30 minutes of intervals in the sauna. But
it really is amazing how effective that is to do those things.
I mean, I remember reading the stats of like you sleep better after a sauna if you do it at night, and then it like boosts your natural HGH. And I was like, I'm sold. Yeah. Anything to help that.
Well, they did a study out of Norway that Dr. Rhonda Patrick told me about. That they did this study where they showed that 4 times a day, I think the protocol was 170 degrees for 20 minutes. They got a 40% decrease of all-cause mortality, meaning 40% decrease in heart attacks, strokes, cancer, everything, because of the amount of heat shock proteins your body generates.
No shit.
Not a big deal, but I think it's Finland, not Norway.
Thank you. Finland. I'll remember that now. Some icy place where they speak weird. Finland. So it's just massively healthy for your body.
Yeah.
But, for a lot of folks that don't have one in their house or can't have one in their house, it sucks during COVID because, you can't even go to the gym and use one.
Yeah. Yeah. And like when I was in Vermont, like the gym that had one was like stone throw from my house. But then when I moved to Tennessee, I was like, I don't know where a sauna is. And there happened to be a sauna store in that town.
Oh, wow.
And I remember like going in and like people like poke their head out from the back, like from offices. They're like, can we help you? So yeah, I'm looking for a sauna. They're like, holy shit. Like
We
haven't
got
had-
one.
They're like, we haven't had a customer in here in years. They're like, we do all of our
They
sales
just
online.
sell drugs.
And so they were like, yeah, we're actually closing the store because nobody in this town wants saunas. And we do all of our business online.
That's crazy.
So they're like, you want one of our demo models? I was like,
Dude,
yep.